listen, gather round. I found something for you and you. If you listen well, I'm here to tell.
Good evening, everyone. It's me, Kenyana. I wanted to go over a few things dealing with this generation, and I would like for you guys to focus more on what I'm saying. And if you have any feedback or anything you want to say or put, or any ideas that are on your head, comment, share them. So these are a few things I want to go over. I wrote them down, and this video is called "Are You a Dreamer or a Visionary?" And this was the status on my Facebook account, and I got comments, and for some people I got both. It's okay to be both, but it's better if you choose one and stick with it. So allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kenyana. I'm a 19-year-old writer/author, upcoming. I'm a very outgoing person, and I try to keep things as simple as possible, if that's even possible. So, I remember buying this book from Walmart. I think that's where it was. I found this from Walmart, and it's called Evercross. It's by the author Elizabeth Chandler, and she did this book about a paranormal love. I was kind of tired of reading about love. I wanted to read about something where it was not normal, but just different in a way. So again, I got love. Hated it, but after the first chapter, I was able to adapt and really see things from her point of view based on how she wrote the book. So I love this. This is about a girl named Ivy who fell in love with her boyfriend Tristan, and he ended up getting murdered by her stepbrother because her stepbrother was in love with her, but she didn't feel the same way about her stepbrother. So to make a long story short, this author is the reason why I write. And my style, I try to keep it original and a little different. So today I wanted to talk about today's generation, and I believe there are certain things that we lack as far as knowledge and wisdom. And I think knowledge and wisdom, they're very important that you have it, because without those you really don't know much about what's going on today, or much about your field or your career, whatever it is you're trying to master. We also lack persistence. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I want to be this and I want to be that. But the thing is, you're not working hard enough to get to wherever it is that you're trying to get to. The thing is, we as a young generation, we give up very easy. So if we don't get what we want within like a month or two, we give up and we think about changing a few things or relocating, whatever the case may be. But sometimes I feel like sometimes you just gotta hold on to something and just give it time before you start to see the change in results compared to when you first started. Also, another thing that this generation lacks is leadership. Yes, I said it, leadership. Because everybody's busy following everybody. Nobody knows how to be themselves. And it's like, even for the simplest things, like, hey, Jenny, are we matching today? Be a leader. What do you need to match with somebody for? Let's wear the same shirt. Let's wear the same sneakers. No, that's the whole point of us giving the word leadership. It's to be set apart, to be different, to lead, to set a trend. Okay, so we lack that. And I also wanted to talk about the importance of planning. Planning is very important. Planning, this generation does not like to plan. They like to just jump right into something without researching first. And that's a very harsh, brutal thing, because when you don't research, then you're not happy with what you have or what you get. Me, before I decided that, hey, I'm going to do writing, I actually did do research as far as as far as like, you know, the salary, grossing, and this and that, my competition, I took a look at. So I know what I have to top, and I know what it's going to take to get to the top or to get on the New York Times bestsellers list, okay? Also, planning is kind of like, it's like giving birth or conceiving, okay? You can't just sit around and be like, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna conceive, you know, like with no purpose or anything, because then if it's unplanned, it takes a toll on you for all the wrong reasons, okay? You have to be very careful with what it is that you're trying to conceive and give birth to. Also, our generation lacks organization for the real world. Now, this is my vision, okay? And it's my blueprint I've been working on for a while now. There's about like 12 pages, but I'm not done. There's probably going to be like a little over 100 pages. But I'm always booked with stuff. We lack organization, and when we're not organized, we can't get things achieved. It's harder to get things achieved when you're disorganized, because everything's scattered everywhere, and you know, you can't find this, you can't find that, versus when you are organized, you can just, hey, yeah, I got this. You can just pull that from the stack. It's there. So we lack organization, and we need to get it together. Now, as far as education, sometimes I just want to ask, why are some of us in school? Because some of us, even in school, we still lack education and comprehension, and that's very bad. And sometimes we become stupid to things that we should not become blind, deaf, dumb, or stupid to, okay? So it's kind of like survival of the fittest. That's the only way you're going to learn whether you're fit to survive or not, by your education and your comprehension. Because if you don't understand something, and your education level, you know, it's not up here, then how do you expect to achieve or to survive when you're really comprehending way down here when you should be like way up here, you know? So it's about life. It's about learning, it's about achieving, it's about acquiring, and it's about test, okay? That's the whole point. For example, I had a friend, and he wanted me to help him with a script interpretation. And my thing is, don't get me wrong, for someone that wants to be a director, how is it that you cannot comprehend a script, or you call it boring? Even if it was boring, as being a director, it's your job to comprehend or to interpret a script. If you can't do that, what are you trying to major in film for? Okay, what is the whole point of your education if you're trying to get me to do your work for you? And sometimes I think due to technology, we lose our way often, because when you could be helping, you know, the person that you need to do your homework, you're busy in your phone all the time. It doesn't work like that. So it's kind of like you're wasting education. What are you in college for? Are you going for the education, or are you just going for the degree? Think about it. So my question to you guys is technology a make it or break it situation? And I want you guys to really think about that, okay? All right. See you in video 2.